So today I'm going to be testing out a Kia Cadenza. Now right here you can see this is a Kia Cadenza right next to a Kia Optima. Okay. Now I've already seen this car already at the New York International Auto Show, and as far as I'm concerned, the Optima is actually a really good deal. The Cadenza is basically it's like a Kia version of the Hyundai Azera, and the Optima is the Kia version of the Hyundai Sonata. The Sonata sells pretty well because of its styling, and the Azera is basically selling because of its larger size, added to the fact that it has everything that makes the Sonata a good car. You know, the same steering, the same luxury features and whatnot. So let's compare. One of these loaded Optimas is $35,000, and that starts at $26,800. You add $2,950 to get the touring package, which gives you the panoramic sunroof, the folding mirrors, the navigation system with UVO entertainment, $1,400 for the navigation system. You know, that's actually the UVO system and the navigation system aren't the exact same thing, but when you add them both in, then you have nav and you have infotainment. $3,350 for the daytime running lights with the SX Limited package, and the 18-inch wheels, the red brake calipers, and, you know, as you can see, the other things, the electronic parking brake assist, blah blah blah. All of those things come out to $34,000 plus the $775 destination fee, and that comes out to $35,404. So most of us have already seen what an Optima is like. Optima is a really nice car. You know, this one has nice wheels. It's got painted brakes. Those are not Brembos, but Hyundai seems to understand the American market. They understand the American market. They're giving the American market what it wants. They're giving them inexpensive cars that actually look good. So that's the Optima. I'm not crazy about those fog light designs in this new Optima, but the Kia Cadenza, to me, it looks just like a BMW. There's a second one over there, so that one probably has less because I see there's no chrome on the fog lights. But anyway, the Kia Cadenza looks to me just like a BMW. And it looks like they copied a lot of their styling cues off of the BMW and possibly off of the Buick. And you know, I've heard a lot of people criticize that, because I'm looking and you notice that there's chrome in the back of this, and there's also chrome in the front, but there's no chrome roof rail at the top. So I'm guessing that must be something that they add in, because I hope that's something they add in. Otherwise, that looks like shoddy design work. But then again, yeah, this part's rubber, and then it starts to be chrome right here. I don't know if this is tape. No, that doesn't look like tape. I don't know why they would do that. Why would you have a half chrome door? That's kind of odd. But that's what it is. So you see these Kia wheels. The wheels look a lot better, but one thing they really need to do is get rid of that Kia emblem, because that Kia emblem on these wheels looks terrible. You know, I don't really like that. Because, you know, a lot of people are talking about the fact that youth or this generation is not buying cars. It's not that the youth are not buying cars. The problem is cars are too expensive. And when you figure that most of them are busy, you know, balancing student loan debt, and then on top of that, they're balancing off smartphone debt that's, you know, $150 a month for some of these damn phones. Who could really afford one? Okay, so anyway, the Kia Cadenza starts at $35,100. So you're already talking, that's a premium over a loaded version of the Optima over there. So we're talking about $35,100. Then you got $3,000 to get the technology package, which gives you all the driving nannies. Like, you get adaptive cruise control, the blind spot warning to make sure nobody sneaks up on your blind spot. Then on top of that, the technology package comes with the electronic parking brake, and it also comes with lane departure and all that. So if you try to, you know, move out of your lane, you're not paying attention because you're texting when you shouldn't be, you know, it warns you. The luxury package, it gives you all the stuff that you're supposed to have, you know, navigation, a cooled or ventilated driver's seat, I should say, but it's only on the driver's side. Then on top of that, you get the larger wheels, 19-inch, and basically you have to put together the technology package and you have to put together the luxury package in order to have the option of having an all-white interior. Now this car has the all-white interior. We're going to look at that in a little while. But this car has the all-white interior. And that actually makes this car look so much like a BMW that you could actually forget that you're not buying a BMW. But this is a really lovely car. It's a very nice white interior package. Very, very nice. Yep, so the wheels on this car, they didn't paint these, but I really don't like that Kia emblem. If they could come up with something else, like if they could come up with something else to name it or something, or call it something, to put something else on there instead of that Kia emblem, because I'll tell you, this is actually a really nice car. Now, it's the same size basically as the Hyundai Azera, and because it's the same size as the Hyundai Azera, you get great trunk space, which I'm going to show you and all that. You get decent leg space in the back, which is the main thing. This car has a definite space advantage over this Optima over here, but really that space advantage is only noticeable in the back. Now, I'm a pretty tall guy, and when I sit in the Azera and when I sit in the Cadenza, my head would damn near go right through the roof. Now, when I sit in the back, I'm definitely more comfortable than I am in the Optima or the Sonata. I can barely get in the back of the Optima or Sonata. This right here is a Cadenza that has Napa leather tan. Oh, wait, I think this one has the white maybe. No, this is the tan interior. And as you can see, same wheels. But I'll tell you, it's a very good looking car. It's a little bit generic when you really think about it. It's a little generic, but it's a very, very good looking car. And the thing about it is, you're talking $35,000 for one of these. And with all options, you're talking $41,000. Now, the question that should come to everybody's mind: who wants to raise their hands and spend $41,000 for a Kia, even if it's a lot like a BMW? Now, a lot of people say that people are going to cross-shop the Cadenza and they're going to cross-shop BMW. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I think the only people who will be cross-shopping Kia and BMW are people with a 500 FICO score middle. The inside of the Kia Cadenza is proof that just about any company can make a good car if they put their minds to it. I'm inside a Kia Cadenza right now that's has a sticker price of $42,000 because it has pretty much every single option. It doesn't have the white leather interior, as you can see, but the white leather interior is not extra money. The white leather interior is an option when you get the $6,000 additional technology package and luxury package. So what do we have? I've been looking around. This car has the heated seat and it also has the ventilated seats. It's not active cooling, so it doesn't actually, take the temperature you're behind down with like the air conditioner can, but it does ventilate. It's like the Sonata and the Optima seat. This one also has the heated steering wheel. Now, the way I see it is the heated steering wheel button really should be on the steering wheel, but I guess that's a philosophy difference between myself and Kia. The passenger gets a heated button, but it doesn't get a cool button. And as far as I saw on the website, heating is the only option for the passenger side. You can't get cooled seats on both, or ventilated seats on both sides. Not sure why. I think you should. Then you have the rear sunshade, as you can see. All of these cars have these rear sunshades. I guess that's a luxury feature, but I don't see the point of it because, most of these steeply raked roofs, most of them, as you can see, it never goes really above the head of the actual person. So I have to wonder, what kind of situation are you driving in where the sun is like bearing down on you from behind the car? I've never seen that before. As you can also see, we have the Ultra View roof. It's a really nice roof. All of these cars are basically getting the exact same, Ultra View option. Then, when you come to the car, you see the typical buttons. You see the HVAC controls right here, separated from the radio controls. Typically, most companies usually put the radio controls above the HVAC controls, but I mean, it's nothing worth arguing over. Now you have these panels right here for the drinks. They open pretty quietly. They pretty much close shut. Then you have this one. This one opens with a little bit of force. You have an auxiliary jack, USB jack. That and you have it right next to a 12 volt, which is so that you can plug your phone in, charge your phone while you're using your phone. All right. So another 12 volt. Not bad, not bad. It also has what is this called? A virtual gauge cluster, and you can also see the radio display. I'm going to turn all that stuff on later. Then, oh, one of the nice things, the seat. You see this part of the seat? This is what Cadillac XTS should have done. There's a button right here that allows this seat to extend. Now, the Cadillac XTS has one, and the Cadillac XTS costs $55,000. But the Cadillac XTS, you have to reach under it right here, and you have to pull it out and pop it out. Not crazy about that. Why couldn't they have this? If a Kia can have it, Cadillac should have it, right? I love that. That's pretty cool. Then you have your talk buttons for your phone. You have the menu and movement through the menu buttons right here. You have your voice activation button, and you also have your plastic manumatic shift paddles. In a car like this, I can accept plastic manumatic shift paddles, but I have to wonder, why the hell do you have manumatic shift paddles in a car that has only a less than 300 horsepower in a V6? I don't understand the point of manumatic shift paddles, with the exception of being a cosmetic gimmick. The Cadenza has a lot of trunk space, and it comes with a spare tire. However, what might be a deal breaker for some people is the fact that the rear seats do not fold down, but they do have a center pass-through. Some people aren't that crazy about just having a center pass-through for skis and whatnot. However, the trunk space is very, very, very competitive. The overall build quality of the car I'm very satisfied with, and I really think that you should consider this car if you need a very large car and you're not really interested in the Chevy Impala or the Azera. Now that I've gotten the interior review out of the way, it's time for the test drive. Click here to advance.